What's up everyone, it is That's Damn Fool once again. Today we're here with Joe Gomez's Road to the Final SBC card, which approximately costs about 300 to 350,000, depending on if you've got any untradables and whatnot. We're going to have a basic 4-1-2-1-2 type of team while we do the review. We're also going to have Inform Nelson Semedo as a left back, with Screamer PK as his defensive partner. Obviously, Joe Gomez himself. Kyle Walker as a right back with ter Stegen as a goalkeeper. We're then going to be moving into Gini Wijnaldum CDM, Mo Salah as a right mid, Chong's Scream card as a left mid, with Lucas as a cam, that storyline Zaha, and the obscenely cheap player of the month Jamie Vardy as his co-striker. One of the teams that we're going to be using for the weekend league later down the line will be basically the exact same defence of Inform Semedo, Scream PK, Joe Gomez, Kyle Walker with ter Stegen. We also retain Gina as well as Salah. What we do exchange is Pep Guardiola's baby card, De Jong, Inform Mbappe, as well as Inform Ben Yedder. So let's get into some in games for himself. So height-wise, he is 6'2", medium work rates. It's not the be-all and end-all, purely just because the 83 pace kind of makes up for it. Right-footed with 3-star skill moves and 3-star weak foot. None of them is too troubling. He's not too small, he's not too big, so he's not too clunky, obviously. And skill moves and weak foot irrelevant for a centre-back in my eyes. So let's get into some in games. Obviously, he has anchor on him. Standardly, he's got 83 on the pace, which gives it 77 acceleration and 87 sprint speed. Both of these retain a 5 upgrade because of the anchor, putting it to an 82 acceleration and a 92 on his sprint speed. But outside of his defensive and his physical stats, the other stats that I seem important for a centre-back is his reactions, composure, as well as short passing. So such time with his passing, 80 passing is more than enough for a centre-back to kind of get rid of the ball. 84 reactions is more than enough for a centre-back. It's not great, but it's more than enough to deal with. 77 composure, again, it's not the greatest of stats, but we can live with that for now. Moving into his defence and his physical stats, he has 84 on his interceptions, with a very weak 73 on his heading accuracy, 82 defensive awareness, 85 standing, and 8 sliding. Moving into his physical stats, he's only got 68 jumping. Not too bad than being 6'2", but not great. 76 stamina, more than enough for a centre-back. 82 strengths, a bit on the lower side. This is a couple of big strikers that do have more, but not many people really run big strikers. They go for the small, agile ones, which with his pace and his strengths, more than enough for that one. 75 aggression, kind of on the low side for my liking. However, with the likes of anchor, it turns his interceptions to 89, his heading accuracy up to 83, defensive awareness up to 92, his standing tackle to 95, and then his sliding tackle all the way up to 90 as well. Even though it's majority controlled by the player, it's nice to have that high stat. 78 jumping mixed with what would then be his 83 heading accuracy and his 6'2", 87 strength, 85 aggression. If you look at him as a 300k centre-back, for what he is right now, then yes, 100% not worth it, nowhere near is going to be worth it. But with Gomez, you're not paying for what he is right now, you're paying for what he's going to be. At the back end of December, he's going to be jumping up to 85. In the middle of February, he's going to be jumping up to 86 as a minimum, maybe even pushing all the way up to 87. Even in the middle of December, he's going to be the second best Premier League defender, only beaten by the likes of Van Dijk. So let's jump into some gameplay now then. Obviously, one of the big key features of Joe Gomez in my eyes that kind of seemed to benefit him quite a lot outside of his passing capabilities was obviously that pace once we slapped the anchor style onto himself. So even the likes of Jamie Vardy's player of the months, as well as even Mbappe's that we came up against and Politano's storyline, he did outpace them quite a lot. And then because, as I mentioned during his stats, he has more strength than these small, agile kind of players, once he gets in front of them, he's beaten them. He does tend to cut the ball out quite nicely. Again, he's still just a mediocre centre-back as it is right now. As I've stated, middle of December is going to be an 85 card as a minimum once they get out of the group stage. One of the difficult features of rating a centre-back is everyone knows how broken FIFA is right now. So there's certain times that you'll win a ball and you'll beat that challenge, but then the attacker will still somehow retain the ball. The defender will lose out even though he's tackled him, even though he's beaten him. He will lose out, the player will get a second chance and he'll go for it. So that makes it a little bit difficult to kind of rate him. However, It didn't happen that often with Joe Gomez. It did happen once or twice, like it does with a lot of defenders. It's happened to Van Dijk's before, but he's there. One of the things that we comment on is obviously his low jump and his low heading accuracy. However, in attacking corners and defensive corners, he seems to be very aggressive for them. He seems to be able to win quite a lot, and he also seems to be able to get it on target as well for heading accuracy. Doesn't necessarily mean he's going to be able to score from them. However, I will quite happily say that when he gets his upgrade in middle of December, he'll start scoring a lot more goals. It'll be even easier to defend from it. I understand he's got PK next to him, but I never really struggled on defending a corner. Even on attacking corners, even with PK's massive height, I tend to notice Joe Gomez a little bit more than I did with PK. Conclusion time. So at the moment in time, he is around about 330k to complete as an SBC. You earn about 100k or so back from packs. Now, he's not worth what was effectively a 250k player right now. He's probably valued at 70, 90k range right now. But as I've stated several times throughout this review, middle of December, he's going to be getting an upgrade when they qualify from the group stage. If they win their group, I can strongly see them beating any team that's in second place in a group. There's going to be an 87 at that point. An 87 Joe Gomez is going to start rivaling the likes of the Van Dijks. Personally, from my opinion, he's worth the coins. He's just not worth the coins as of right now. If you get me, he's going to be worth the coins because he's going to get a minimum of 2 upgrade just by getting out of the group stages. I understand it's the Champions League, anything can happen. I say, buy him, do him, if you can. He's a big investment, so we're going to be playing a lot with him. Obviously, we usually stream over on Twitch and over on Mixer for that one. As always, we do like to thank you all for supporting the channel, and as always, bye-bye!